Hello guys, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great time, great start of the week. Let's present the players before we start. We got Kiljardi playing as the Ottoman Empire in the color teal against his opponent RecoN playing as the Chinese. Look at that. As the Chinese in the color blue. Well, what's this? Is this John Dark? It's not John Dark, right? If you know in the comments, whoa, what monument is this? Let me know. Let me know. Now, I'm on a quest now. Now, this is 4 lakes, so usually the players will go to the water, get some fish, but we have some unfinished business. Is the scout using a donkey or a horse? Looks like a horse, right? Looks like a horse. Because they're really similar. Really. Let me know if you know if it's a donkey or a horse. And I guess I will need to Google what's the difference between a donkey and a horse. Because I have a story to tell. I met a guy in Lima, Peru, Latin America. For those of you who don't know where it is. I met a guy who I call Mr. Donkey. And I will get back to that later. So, how I met this guy is that I went to Lima, Peru with my wife. My wife is Chinese. I'm not. So we met the Chinese community there. There were a bunch of gangsters there. They own restaurants. They in very dangerous areas of the country, of course. And they make a lot of money. They do whatever. They track Cooper. They make restaurants. And there was this guy that sold meat, and he invited us. Hey, I want to invite you to my factory, and we can go out and eat later or whatever. And this guy had a factory of donkeys. This guy's the Mr. Donkey, and I was like, wow, I didn't know we ate so much donkey here. Like, I don't think I ever eat donkey. And the guy that said, yeah, it's a great business here. I know why. They tell you it's meat, but in reality it's donkey. And you won't tell the difference. Like, when that meat is like low quality, you won't really tell the difference. And they sell a lot. Most markets sell the donkey there. They tell you it's meat, but it's not. And I was shocked. Now, he also told me that the meat from the donkey was only sold in markets, like real markets, not supermarkets, like the ones that have a brand or anything. Those are the ones that tell you, like, if they say they sell meat, it's really meat from the cow, not from the donkey. They're not lying to you. But markets, in the street, like, most likely, they will give you donkey and you will never know. So, probably I've been eating donkey my whole life and I didn't know. Like, most of the meat I ate was from the supermarkets. But, of course, there were some times that I buy meat from the market too. So, I'm kind of shocked. And this is why I wanted to know if this is Mr. Donkey or not. Is it a horseman or not? But anyway, it was a very traumatized experience. Let's get back into the match. We're already 4 minutes into the game. Kiljardi opening up with the Sultanate Trade Network, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, you don't really want to go the 2-minute address in this map just because you already have the food from the water. Eat a lot of fish. Those are real fish, not like the fake meat. And you don't really need the extra food from that landmark, so it makes sense to go here. It's like passive gold. You don't necessarily need to go trade, and it will give you a lot of extra gold. So in maps like this, it makes a lot of sense to go. Oh, gotta be careful here, not to lose the donkey here. Oof. Oof. That was close. That was a lot of food. That was 1,000 food actually. So I almost hit the jackpot there. So yeah, it makes sense to go this landmark here. You get the passive extra gold and should be having a good time. Meanwhile, RecoN just decide I'm gonna put my Barbican next to these 2 gold veins, also protect my deer. Beautiful stuff. And semi-protect the dog. Actually, they can just sneak here and avoid the Barbican. But anyway, that's how things are starting here. No Song Dynasty for RecoN yet. Just starting to age up. It's gonna be a really slow age up when you go to the water. And no players has been contesting the water. Like, you get your fish, I get my fish, and we are all happy. Another dog coming here for RecoN. Meanwhile, kiljardi only fishing in one area. Just opening up with a military school. He didn't open up with a military school at the beginning. Most likely because... oh, that's a lot of sheep. That's a lot of sheep. Most likely because he needs to use that wood for the water first. So I would think that bot players will want to go castle really fast, because that's the advantage they have. Let's take a look at the income per minute, because this is gonna start to skyrocket anytime soon. See a military ship coming from RecoN somewhere in this map. Looks like it's gonna be this one. And actually, kiljardi went for a dock here. Gonna try to contest the water. Trying to get a demo ship here. RecoN. Trying not to lose those fishing ships. Are very expensive. Now demo ship will just arrive on time. Manage to get a hit on that war junk. And the fishing boats managed to repair the war junk. So it's still alive for the moment. Another ship coming here. I never know the name of the ship. The Hulk? Hulk? Like, do you know the green guy? Like, because different civilizations have like different names for the ships. I'm not really a ship master, although I used to work for Ubisoft in that game that was released called what's the name? Oh my god, I forgot. I worked on that game for almost 3 years. Skull and Bones. There you go, Skull and Bones. I did some environments for Skull and Bones. So yeah, I'm very familiar with piracy and all that stuff. It looks like this dock is gonna be denied for kiljardi. He's not gonna be able to do anything here. He's not actually producing boats from here, which makes a lot of sense because you don't really want to overinvest. Like, here we have a couple of military schools. Want to get that Sipagi to start harassing his opponent. And while your opponent is starting to, you know, create more military ships, you already stop. So RecoN already noticed this, and he didn't create more military ships. It's just, okay, let's just go for more fishing ships, which is what we want. Because you don't want to over-invest. You don't want to create some, like, a lot of military ships that they don't do anything. And in that way, you get behind economy. And looks like kiljardi will macro to go that castle age. He's already almost there. Almost there. Have a couple of Sipagi on queue. It's a couple, it's actually 4 of them. RecoN most likely trying to do the same. He got his food economy got a little bit delayed, but he's gonna be there. Actually, he's gonna go for the Imperial Academy first. Gotta get that Song Dynasty. It's gonna be behind the Castle Age timings in that regard. He's gonna have a good time creating villagers, but you know, you can also ignore the Song Dynasty in this map. Like, I remember I was watching Vortex streaming, and Donardi was kind of like coaching him, like, hey, why you do this? And he was playing Chinese, and he just said, ignore Song Dynasty, just go directly to Castle Age. He already overinvested in the water, go and kill him. And you know, that's probably a good take. Sometimes you need to, you know, think like outside the box. When, you know what, not going Song Dynasty with the Chinese, you know, skipping there to get castle, get those palace guards out, start harassing your opponent while you can. That Sultanati trade network, man, beautiful. 72 gold a minute. Let's start creating actually more traders as soon as he has more resources. Sipagi going to harass. Looks like he's gonna get a villager kill here. He's committed to get that villager. I managed to leave. If I will round, try to find another angle to get those villagers. Meanwhile, Kiljardi, let's take a look at his base. He's already producing some archers. Gonna be a couple of archery range here. Gonna be feeling very good about himself as the MIA. So gonna get those free mangonels out. Always feels nice to have free siege, you know? How good this is. Like, this is the part of the economy where you don't really see it here. Like, free siege, that's like, I don't remember how much mangonel cost. It's like 300 something wood and gold. So it's like at least 500 resources that you get for free every like 2 minutes and something. So this is great. This is great stuff. Gonna get that third military school here. And having a great time here. Couple of lancers here. But plenty of spearmen from RecoN, so he should be able to defend really well. And as well, the Chinese have a lot of safe spots where they can defend. It's like we won't see much water action here. It's like you have your water, I have mine. Let's focus on the land because, you know, focusing on the water and the land at the same time is kind of hard. It's kind of hard. As I say this, kiljardi puts another dock, forcing his opponent to try to deny it. You know what would be funny? You can actually create a dock, and your opponent may overreact by creating more military ships. That could actually be the play. It's gonna be a cavalry only composition for kiljardi, just for the... This is the raiding squad. Astronomical clock tower just finished. I'm gonna get those lancers out. It's like kiljardi lost one boat here, but now he has the arrows leading placements here, so he's gonna be, you know, denying the food economy for RecoN for the moment. Archers trying to get those spearmen, while lancers and Sipahi trying to raid. He's trying to be annoying here, and kiljardi is already dictating the tempo of the game. Like, he's the one attacking, and usually, you know, Chinese is the one defending, because the longer the game goes, the better it is for them. They are in Song Dynasty, so they have more villagers, and they should be able to have a really good time. Nest of Beasts out on the field will manage to deal a lot of damage to those units. They actually don't do quite a lot of damage to those lancers. RecoN not really paying attention here. Looks like he's focusing on the water as well. Send a couple of spearmen here to deal with that dock. And looks like RecoN will clean this up. Where quite a few villagers kills for kiljardi. Managed to kill like 5. Meanwhile, here the Vizier point probably is gonna be like the 4th military school, if he haven't picked that out already. Mangonel is out. And he's gonna start contesting relics here. Like, 4 relics are really close to his base. Actually, this map is really small, just because the water takes so much space, so picking up those relics can be relatively fast. And looks like RecoN already figured out, you know what, my opponent is very heavy on those cavalry units. I'm gonna put another barracks here just to get those spearmen out. Something that I like about like watching lancers as Chinese, you don't really see them often. And I've been playing Chinese recently, and I like them a lot. Like, they're really tanky. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, palace guards are great, but if you have the economy to afford the lancer, this unit is really strong. Like, you're talking about 24 damage against the palace guards 12. I was about to say pretty much double, and I was right. It's pretty much double damage. Now, no blacksmith for RecoN, so it's gonna be like, you know, so a few military upgrades. Lucky for him, his opponent also don't have military upgrades, so he's gonna be having quite an easier time. Looks like the spearman will scare the raid squad here. kiljardi trying to put some outposts here to get some vision. Let's take a look at his vision and RecoN's vision. Like, yeah, he's pretty much in his base. It's like, I'm in Song Dynasty. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. And most likely, Ottomans won't go for a second town center. Never mind. That's a second town center here. He needs to catch up with the economy. He knows the Chinese is like way beyond his villager count, so it's gonna be catching up with that second town center. Not gonna be the same, but actually it's better. It's better. 2 TCs is better than only 1 TC Song Dynasty, and we don't see a second TC coming from RecoN, so it's like the monk went down here. Mector just gonna play some music for that army. And Nest of Bees looks like they're gonna retreat for the moment. You don't really want to expose those Nest of Bees against cavalry units. It can easily be sniped. It's like another Nest of Bees coming here. It's one of the best units you can have if you are playing defensively. Siege units are just your best friend here. A couple of relics are already coming for RecoN. Looks like kiljardi not gonna be catching up with the relic department. Does he have any monk outside? It looks like he has one. It's like another raid will happen here for kiljardi. Well, Wolf doing kiljardi's work. Actually, a monastery here is to take those relics. Have plenty of space for those relics. And kiljardi is just massing up those military units here. He's already getting his first relic back home. A couple of them are a little bit hard to get. This monk is already in position to get that relic. Now that there's a cool upgrade that happened in Age of Empires. You can actually click on the sacred site and then shift click to another action, and it will actually wait to capture the sacred sites. And I tried this in free for all the other day, and I can actually go with one monk and shift click all the sacred sites, and I get all the sacred sites at the same time. I don't need to really worry about like microing those minor details. You know, that's great. That's great. +1 for strategy, -1 for micro. I'm all up for it. Like Springles. Gonna be protecting those Springles. Looks like the Nest of Bees will take down the Springle. Nest of Bees on the hunt here. There are a lot of Janissaries out there too, so you gotta be careful here. One Springle went down, and looks like the Mangonels are gonna be focusing on the Springles here. Oh, on the Nest of Bees, never mind. Gonna be focusing on the infantry here. Another Nest of Bees here, and the Springle will focus on the couple of Mangonels that kiljardi has. Kiljardi managed to clean this up with a couple of Mangonels. They did a lot of they did a great job. They did a great job. His job is done. Most likely these Mangonels are gonna go down. There you go. And RecoN have a couple of Nest of Bees still for himself. One more coming. He lost quite a. I feel like this battle went better for kiljardi. There were a lot of units for RecoN that he lost here. It's really hard to tell. It is really hard to tell. kiljardi is starting to mass up some Janissaries, which are very scary, but also very expensive. You don't want to lose them. Let's take a look at the resource count. 60 food, 100 gold. So they do great pretty much against everything, but especially Lancers. And RecoN start creating Lancers, and they're just gonna get melted. As soon as they get here, the Janissaries are just gonna melt the Lancers and the Knights. So you gotta be careful here. Probably you want to get more Palace Guards at this point. More Springles coming for kiljardi. Look at that beautiful base. Starting his farm transition here. Bunch of Sipagi. Go for a raid here. I already have a keep here securing that big gold vein. That's a huge one for RecoN. Securing that big gold vein basically tells you like, okay, you can start expanding. You can start like if you want going for a farm transition, going to Imperial Age, like you have resources that you can use. You don't want to go Imperial and don't have any resources, so that keep is really key here. Especially because there are a couple of big gold veins here, so you're pretty much denying one and semi-denying another one. Kiljardi is gonna opt for the kill, you know, the Janissary only composition pretty much. And not gonna be very tanky units here for Kiljardi, so it's gonna be a very squishy army. It's like the Springles will deal with that nest of bees. RecoN managed to take down one Springle from Kiljardi, and the nest of bees just doing a lot of work here. Kiljardi managed to spread out those units. Definitely you need to do that when you want to fight against those nest of bees. A couple of rams actually coming here. Wonder why, like, just it's no keep here, just you know, use an outpost, but you have to deal with that. Secret victory approaching for RecoN, and looks like Disipaki will go and deal with that. How do I wonder that do the units, when you click on the secret site, do they also wait until it's finished? That will be very, very cool. Scary Chinese army here. It's like nest of bees go down. Let's see how the Janissary compositions work for him. It's not many frontline units for Kiljardi, but he has a lot of crossbows, a lot of Janissaries, so that's a lot of DPS, and looks like Kiljardi may clean this up. Another nest of bees here. You just gotta be careful not to get hit by those bees, otherwise you're gonna die here. Nest of bees gonna go down here. A couple of Sipagi managed to take this one down, and looks like RecoN is back to square one when it comes to the siege military force. And now Kiljardi is just going for it. 97 military units. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of units. At the same time, Sacred Side victory approaching. No one's here. I should be able to decap it really fast. Plenty of gold coming from RecoN, and we are entering a phase where all players have really, really good economy. So most likely we will see the Imperial Age coming soon. A lot of Janissaries already here. Imperial officials supervising those siege. Need that nest of bees. We need it now. We need it for yesterday. But you gotta be careful not to lose your Janissary mass. This is a really valuable army. Like, you don't want to throw it off to one nest of bees that doesn't go down. So you gotta be careful here, not to lose your Janissaries against those nest of bees. They can go down immediately. These are 4 nest of bees, so you gotta be careful here. Sacred Site decapture here in the west. Meanwhile, it's a lot of units coming from Kiljardi. I don't see him securing any kind of important resource. Those 2 big gold veins are already being denied. This is huge for RecoN. Like, the gold in the game is pretty much denied from Kiljardi. He only has a small gold here and another small gold here. And that's not enough gold to sustain the, you know, the Imperial Age if you want to push your opponent. And actually, he's going to age up soon. Let's take a look where he's actually aging up. I don't see the landmark. There you go. Big landmark here. Istanbul Observatory. He's gonna get those upgrades as soon as he ages up. He has plenty of gold income coming. Most likely he's gonna upgrade his Janissaries. It's actually a pretty good upgrade. Let's see what he decides to upgrade first. At the same time, another raid happening here. And Kiljardi reaches the Imperial Age. No far transition for RecoN. He still have plenty of food in the map, so he should be okay for now. So Kiljardi already decided it's gonna be the lead crossbowman. It's gonna be his choice. And RecoN will go for the Great Wall Gatehouse. Very defensive position. Very important. Like, this gold, 16,000 gold in total. That's enough to survive the game. If you can just mine this gold and deny it from your opponent, you're gonna be having a good time. Now the big boy is coming. The big boy, there it is, the Great Bombard. So you gotta be careful here. Like, a bunch of Great Bombards can easily take down any kind of building. The Great Wall Gatehouse is actually very tanky. Like, it's gonna have a lot of HP. And also, these keeps have a upgrade that I love, is the extra materials. Like, if you put like a wall here and they start attacking, the wall is just gonna heal. And the wall heals really fast, really fast. Like, I really love how fast it heals. Like, it's not gonna do much against a bombard, but against, like, you know, a mangonel that takes some time to take down, or a ram, it's actually gonna do wonders. But obviously we're not gonna see stone walls here. Looks like Kiljardi will enter through the back door, if you know what I mean. And looks like it will be a surprise attack. Well, elite upgrades coming for RecoN. Elite Palace Guards. Also, the extra health for the Palace Guards, it's coming. Grease axles as well. And the extra barrels for the Nest of Peace. Gonna be taking down that blacksmith, which is huge. Upgrade's gonna get denied for RecoN. Not gonna be having that +2 melee attack. Springle's gonna be focusing, just trying to do the work of archers. And the Nest of Bees managed to do a shot here, not the best shot, managed to alert Kiljardi, and now he will just fall back. Sends one man at arms, one brave guy. It's gonna go down immediately. At the same time, water is just chilling, no problem on the water. Nest of Bees just gonna follow this army. Like, this army cannot do much against those Nest of Bees, and especially with all those Springles, looks like you're gonna lose your army here. You're surrounded by the bees. You're pretty much surrounded. Like, you don't have any military units to take care of those Nest of Bees, so it's gonna be really hard. Looks like they're trying to go back, but they find a wall here, and looks like these Janissaries, sorry for that, these Janissaries are just gonna get melted by the Nest of Bees. And looks like he already gave up. Like, yeah, these guys are dead. Let just die. Just die, you know. Like, oh my god, look at that. Oh. I hate to see that. That was a big army. That was a big army. Fortunately for the Ottomans, they can, you know. Oh my god, that's... Talking about army, this is also a big army here. Small numbers, big, you know, big damage. And I guess RecoN needs to go there as soon as possible, because he's gonna... Those keeps are gonna go down. Tower goes down. Let's take a look at RecoN's vision. He knows where the Great Bombards are. And he has 3 sprinkles of himself. It's gonna take more than 3 sprinkles actually to take this one down. Keep almost halfway there, and Elite Zipagi will just go there and hunt the Great Wall Gatehouse, just doing a lot of work here. And looks like this keep is gonna go down. Looks like he will need to fall back with the Great Bombards. Infantry needs to sacrifice. The Great Bombards need to be alive no matter what. And then the Great Bombards start shooting, doing a lot of DPS to that infantry. 4 Great Bombards actually. So he's been paying. He's actually doing the pay to win. He's actually spending all that wood, all that gold into those Great Bombards. So you need to take care of them. You need to take care of them a lot. Sprinkles go down. Also managed to take down 1 Great Bombard. Villagers repairing the Great Bombards. Great Bombards are not going down by any chance. More palace guards coming from RecoN. Great Bombards still alive. So still, as long as the Great Bombards are alive, there is hope for kiljardi. Looks like he managed to take that keep down. Only one keep left. Still, this gold vein, it's more than halfway finished. Farm transition is starting for RecoN. He just finished their resources in the map. You know, he doesn't want to eat berries. He want to eat, like, you know, those cereal bars. And he's also in UN Dynasty, so all these units are just going to be faster. Take a look at the 1.58 speed. It's really nice. It's really nice. Whereas this guy have like 1.75. Oh, look at that! Look at how fast they are. 1.58. These guys are fast. They are like kind of like unabagacious. These guys are going for a raid now. And looks like RecoN will take down a bunch of villagers here. Those are a lot of palace guards. And those are also a lot of villagers. And just because he has the UN Dynasty, he has access to... he knew where those villagers were. He put the Imperial Spies to check where... or the villagers from the opponent. Which is huge, actually. It's huge. It's like having map hacks. I love this landmark. I love the astronomical clock tower because I can guess nests of bees right away to defend myself and not die. But, you know, the Imperial Spy is just something different. Like, you know exactly where to attack. And especially when things get longer into the game, where the villages are, you know, far away from places where they can hide and seek refuge. It's just gonna... just so nice. 4 Great Bombards here. We're gonna be dealing... Let's see who wins. 4 Great Bombards or 12 Palace Guards. Actually, no, we're gonna see that happen. I think we knows. If you retreat, you know you can win that fight. Another Great Bombard coming soon. This one is a free one. Also, farm transitions going for kiljardi as well. So it's not always a good feeling where, you know, you are in the middle of a fight and oh my god, that was a lot of damage. And remember, those Janissaries, as long as they are close to the Great Bombard, they can actually repair it. They have this ability where they can repair siege engines. So it's pretty nice. It's very nice. Problem is, gold is lacking for kiljardi. Look at his gold income. He still have a bunch of gold here. He needs to mine that. He needs more gold. He needs way more gold. It's like Great Bombard gonna go from the back door. Another surprise attack. Nest of Bees will deal with those military schools. You don't want to lose them, especially in the late game. You need all those reinforcements for free when your resources are really not in the best shape. Gonna take down the town center. These Great Bombards are gonna be a little bit hard to deal with those Janissaries here. It's like RecoN is sending all his army just to defend. Astronomical clock tower going down. Looks like we're gonna see an attempt of a conquest victory. All landmarks going down for him. And now let's see how the Great Bombards deal with this. Nest of Bees also there. You gotta be careful not to lose your Janissary mass against those Nests of Bees. Great Bombards managed to take down a couple of Nests of Bees, but looks like the Great Bombards are not gonna be alive. Only one left, unfortunately, for kiljardi. He lost 4 Great Bombards. That's huge. That's huge. RecoN managed to snipe those. At least the town center is gone. Astronomical clock tower. Not in the best shape. And looks like the Janissaries will get surrounded again. At the same time, another big boy coming here from the east. Gonna take down that keep. And a couple of rams will help him as well. Actually, there are a lot of villagers here. If you put the Great Bombard here, they're just all gonna go down. Not enough military mass to protect this Great Bombard. Looks like it's gonna go down. These are a lot of palace guards. The Great Bomber goes down. Unfortunately, no Great Bombers for kiljardi now. And the keep is halfway there. Like, he didn't manage to take down the keep. And now the Sipahi will go take down the Springles. Managed to take down all those Springles. But you don't have the Great Bomber with you, so it really doesn't matter much. Very well. Gatehouse just doing so much work here. kiljardi needs to have that gold. Look at the gold income for RecoN. Like, he just has so much gold. He's trying to mine everything, and he's about to exhaust the 2 gold veins here. And he have a lot of savings. His savings account is like huge. He has a lot of gold to spend, and those pallet cards are really cheap. So you don't really need to spend that much gold. Only 20 gold each. Couple of rams taking down that keep. Be careful not to be losing this keep. This keep doesn't have any emplacement, so it's not gonna be able to attack those rams with a Great Bombard. And the palace guards will just go here to deal with those units. And looks like kiljardi won't be able to get alive from this one, and he taps out. Well played by these two guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this match. If you do, hopefully we'll see you in the next one.